Well, according to a report in the Lancet, the number of cesarean cases has tripled since the 1990s. Well, this is one of the reasons as to why we've decided to come to St. Mary's Hospital in Lang'ata, Nairobi, to find out information on the upsurge of the cesarean cases. At the postnatal ward here at St. Mary's Hospital, Lang'ata, we meet a number of women who have delivered. Some had normal delivery and others gave birth through Cesarean section. We are drawn to the ladies who have undergone C-section, also known in short as CS, to find out why they settle for the surgical procedure.
Wakati nilikuwa nakaribia kujifungua like 6-7 months, nilianza kushikwa na uchungu sana on the lower abdomen, so nikawa ninakuja clinic more oftenly na nikakuwa admitted last Friday. So here now I'm 1 week and 1 day niko na infection na mtoto akawa in breech condition, so nikakuwa admitted ndio nitreatiwe hii infection, na after the infection was over nikapelekwa CS.
Huyo mtoto mmoja huyo mwenye nasema nilikuwa na prolonged labor for almost 13 hours. So akazaliwa, yes, lakini hata saa hii atembei, aongei, asikii. So niliambiwa na madaktari yako na CP. So wenye nishika mimba huyu nikaamua tu mimi mwenyewe nitafanyiwa CS ndio ni save mtoto.
Nilikama on Thursday nikiwa in labor, but sikumbuki kujifungua normal because mtoto alikuwa amechoka na alikuwa ameenda choo kwa tumbo. So waliniharakisha wakanipeleka CS, of which ilienda successfully, and I thank God for that.
In Kenya, just like the rest of the world, a growing percentage of expectant women are choosing C-section as opposed to normal delivery. According to Statistical Review of Progress towards the midterm targets of the Kenya Health Sector Strategic Plan 2014-2018, Kiambu County recorded the highest percentage of C-section deliveries at 25%, followed by Nairobi at 23%, Kirinyaga at 22%, Embu at 19%, and Machakos at 18%.
For some of the mothers, they are opting to undergo for cesarean section on request, that is maternal desire. Well, in a setup like ours, and in this facility has not yet been able to catch up with us, but in other facilities you might find that for some of these mothers, due to the influence from their friends, they have this misconception or myth that undergoing a cesarean section is far much better than undergoing a normal delivery. There is also this other misconception that in the process of normal labor, as the baby is coming out, there's going to be excessive stretching of the perineum, and some people have got this misconception that this one might end up interfering with the sexual function thereafter after normal delivery. But this is not the case, for as long as after delivery one is able to engage on the normal exercises, which are basically the pelvic floor exercises, in order to be able to increase the tone on the pelvic muscles. Everything will just basically remain being within the normal parameters.
A report by Lancet further shows that in the past 15 years, the number of C-section births has doubled to 21% of all deliveries and continues to rise. However, Dr. Francis Kenyumo, an obstetrician and gynecologist at St. Mary's Hospital, recommends normal delivery unless otherwise.
Normally, and from a physiological way of looking at issues, the normal delivery is the best, for the simple reason that delivery is a physiological process, and for as long as the mother is able to go through that process and is monitored closely, then at the time of delivery, the good thing with normal vaginal delivery is that there's going to be less blood loss to the mother, and the mother can be able to be mobile, active up and about within 1 or 2 hours after the delivery.
However, for those who choose surgery, there are options, merits and demerits to consider, including the cost.
And these complications can be classified into two. the complications arising as a result of the anesthesia which the patient is going to be given, and secondly, the complications which are going to arise from the procedure itself. So for the anesthesia, some people might end up reacting to the anesthetic agent which they are going to be given to take care of the pain in the course of the surgery. Then for the operation itself, one, there is going to be an incision on the abdominal wall, there is going to be an incision on the uterine wall. So which therefore means that depending on how the healing process is going to be, there might be a lot of complications to this patient in terms of things like infection or the incision site. Then secondly, when you compare cesarean section and a normal delivery, in a cesarean section the blood loss is more than in a normal delivery. Then thirdly, when it comes to the issue of the actual cost, the cesarean section, the actual cost is more than in a normal delivery. Section, by the time the patient is leaving the hospital, the total cost might come to something in the range of about 20 to 25,000 shillings, assuming that there is no complication which is going to arise. For normal delivery, the actual cost by the time the patient is going home might be something in the range of about 7 to 10,000 shillings. So we are low-cost hospital.
And as the country strives to achieve universal health coverage, more awareness and equipping of hospitals should be done to allow expectant women make the right choices.
Right now, people can make their own choices, you know, and then the number of hospitals right now and number of awareness also for the patient is very high. Rather than long time, we used to have only those birth attendants at home, so you didn't know if like maybe you're absolute for CS or there's a complication.
Dr. Kinyomo says this could reduce the number of cesarean section births.
The most important thing is to be able to equip the healthcare workers in all the facilities with the necessary skills so that at least they can be able to monitor patients in labor appropriately, and then they can be able to intervene at the appropriate time. And for as long as we are able to improve on that quality of care, then it also means that in the long run we'll be in a position to bring down the cesarean section rate.
While speaking to an obstetrician, they recommend normal delivery as opposed to C-section unless it's required. For Channel 1 News, I'm Sarafina Robi.